Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an assumptions about me video. I put up a Q&A box on my Instagram and you guys submitted assumptions. Some of them were really nice, some of them were kind of mean, and some of them were definitely true and some were most definitely not true. I'm going to be going through these. Let's just get straight into it. First one sitting here right now is you're very, and not just very, a very, very jealous girlfriend. Alex?
She is extremely jealous, doesn't leave me alone. Just let go of my phone. Stop trying to grab my phone. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not even funny.
She's not jealous at all.
That's so mean.
Oh, she's a little sensitive, but she's not jealous at all. We're actually pretty good with that stuff. She's going on a trip by herself next week. I'm staying here by myself.
I feel like you're probably, I wouldn't say more jealous, but you're more protective for sure.
Definitely, yeah. I feel like that's kind of like the guy's role in a relationship sometimes. Not every relationship, but
I've never seen you going through my phone. I think you know my passcode. I don't even know your passcode.
I only do it when you're sleeping or in the bathroom. So
While you're here, do you want to do another question with me?
Yes.
Let me see.
You like babying Alex. Kind of. Like she makes me food and, you know, she cuddles me and...
He likes a little back scratch when he falls.
Back scratch once in a while, head scratch, you know, the little...
Oh, he's not a baby.
Yeah, I like to baby her.
He's a man.
I definitely like to baby her.
You do?
Yeah. Just like hugging her and, you know, like definitely cuddling me up on the couch, stuff like that.
That's true.
Right?
We love it. So in summary, we're both jealous babies.
We're both jealous babies. So your assumptions are correct. Good job, guys.
Thank you. I'll see you for some babying on the couch later.
Maybe. Why can't you do it now? Who are you talking to?
Moving on to the next assumption, and this is one I got a lot. Someone says you have fake teeth. That is actually not correct. I don't have veneers or anything. I've actually never even had a filling, which you can tell that I have a background in dentistry when that's a huge flex for me. I'm like, I've never had a filling or anything done to my teeth. I had Invisalign when I was younger, but as you guys know, my dad was a dentist, so growing up with like really good oral hygiene was always like drilled into me. No fake teeth here. Moving on to the next assumption, you wear Gucci perfumes all the time and it's your favorite. That is actually not true. I do wear Gucci some of the time. I have a couple of Gucci scents, but my favorite at the moment, and you guys have actually heard me speak about it on the channel before, is Dossier. Dossier is a iconic scent, designer quality with no markups. So they reproduce luxury high-end scents at a fraction of the cost, and that's why I really love them. This is my favorite one at the moment. This is Fruity Jasmine. This is actually the second one I've had of this. It smells so good. This scent is actually inspired by Dior. And the other really cool thing about this brand, but it actually comes with little testers. So you can try out the tester, see how you like it, see if it suits your personality and how it lasts on your clothes and on your skin. And then if you don't like it, you can return it. But I mean, I don't think you're gonna have an issue with that because honestly, these scents are so good. By the way, guys, Dossier was actually kind enough to give me a discount code for you guys. So if you do wanna check out any of these scents, we're gonna put that discount code on the screen right here. Next assumption is that I'm high maintenance. I would actually say that's very much not true. I don't consider myself to be a high maintenance person, which may be a surprise considering my makeup and my clothes and whatever. I feel like I get ready really quickly and it's not something that I can definitely live without the glam. I'm never gonna say no to an experience like camping or something because I can't bring my makeup or whatever it is.
You probably get ready the fastest for sure that I've seen.
I would be the girl on the first date who would like go swimming. I'd get my hair and makeup like going to swim.
That's why I love her.
Yeah? Did you just walk back into the video to get a protein bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna get them gains, you know what I'm saying? Look at that.
Good
Trying.
Gains. Alright, the next assumption is I'm actually really tall. This is not true at all, actually. I'm actually quite short. I'm 165 centimeters and I just googled that to convert it for you guys. I'm 5'9". So I'm just under 5'5". Moving on to the next assumption, that is Alex buys all of your things, especially your jewelry. That is most definitely not true. We both have separate bank accounts and we both earn our money and spend it how we like. Alex actually hasn't bought me jewelry. He buys me stuff when it's like a holiday or something random to make me happy, and I'll do the same for him. I feel like that is a little bit of our love language. We do enjoy getting each other gifts and showing that person that you're thinking of them. But yeah, very much independent, which is a good thing, and I think it's a really healthy way for a relationship to be. Somebody says you have a pet goat, and that is so funny because we actually had pet goats for many years. Growing up, my family has a property. We actually had goats and donkeys. They still have donkeys right now, and cattle as well. And I remember when one of the goats gave birth and it was just a tiny little baby goat. I actually don't know what that is called. I just looked it up. The name of the baby goat is a kid, a baby kid. Baby kid? A kid. It was just the cutest thing you've ever seen. The next assumption is one that I got a lot, and it is super rich and family money. Okay, let me just sum this up. I would never describe myself as super rich, even if I was super rich, because I feel like that's just not a tasteful way to describe yourself. But as far as coming from family money, I wouldn't say that I necessarily came from, you know, extreme, like extravagant wealth, but we always lived incredibly well. Both of my parents worked really, really hard to have what they have. And I think the main thing that I've taken from them as far as character is a work ethic. They both worked so hard and they never complained. They just had to get it done, and they sacrificed a lot for their family, us, so that we could live a certain lifestyle. Especially growing up, I can see that. You know, we were so blessed to be able to do the amount of travel that I did, and did so many experiences that people, I guess, could only dream about doing. And I was really lucky that my parents were able to give me that life. I left home. I moved out of home when I was 17, and I've been completely financially independent from them since I was 17. And obviously you guys know I used to do dentistry, so I had a very lucrative, well-paying job. Now I'm doing a totally different career. I'm working now in social media full-time, and it's obviously very different, but I still work incredibly hard. I work much longer hours than I used to. I also do very well financially, and I'm able to sustain a life that I feel comfortable living and that I'm proud of. And the next assumption is actually from a health coach, and it says, you struggle with body image. So the short answer to this is no, I do not. But the long answer is I really did in the past. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old Robbi definitely struggled with body issues. And I think that's a normal thing about growing up. But I also think that there's so many pressures from society, and women have all these expectations on them to look a certain way, dress a certain way, and act a certain way. And we are also our own worst critic, especially with social media. We compare ourselves to people. I went to counseling. I stopped counting calories. I stopped weighing myself. I stopped tracking what I was eating using those apps that you can track. And then I started following an intuitive eating. 80% of my diet is really, really good. It's clean, it's nutritious, and the other 20% is going to be whatever I want it to be. I'm not going to feel guilty about it. When you're feeling guilty about something all the time, it takes the joy out of it, and there's actually so much joy to be found in sitting down with your friends and eating a meal, and sitting down with your family and talking and sharing food and cooking for everybody. And when you're feeling guilty about it, it steals a really big portion of your life. And the other day I actually had to catch myself because I was working out, and I turned around and I was like, okay, wow, I have cellulite. The reality is that is such a normal thing. Cellulite is normal. Stretch marks are normal. All of these things that are so villainized because of social media are so normal that when you start accepting that part of yourself, you honestly just experience this huge release of chains and guilt, and you feel so much better in who you are. Right, and the next assumption is you're a Christian, and that is very true. If you guys follow me on social media, you probably have heard me speak about it. I'm very vocal about being a Christian. I was actually raised in a Christian household, and my mom and dad taught me, you know, Bible stories and what grace is and who God is. And I probably didn't take it very seriously until I was about 14, and that was actually when I was living in America, and I ended up breaking my neck. And then the doctor said to me, for someone who's broken C5 and C6 in the neck, you should actually be quadriplegic. And at that point I was like, okay God, all right, you are good. Whatever the reason is that you blessed me to be okay and be walking away from this, you are good. And I think it was at that point I realized grace is real, God is real, His mercy is real, and it's definitely something that I will always say boldly. And for the final assumption, we're getting real here. You were super popular in school. I hate the word popular. It just makes me think of the popular kids, you know, the unpopular kids. I don't think that's a good way to label it. I just have always gotten along really well with most people, and I just have always lived a very kind of drama-free life. I actually still have a lot of friends from high school, and even from when I was living in San Diego when I was 14. I wouldn't say I was popular, but I would also say I was friends with everybody and didn't have, you know, any problems. It was actually very different than primary school though. I was very shy and reserved. I would actually leave school and go home and eat lunch with my mum because I had no friends, like at all, because I actually didn't really know how to talk to people. And the lunch breaks that I didn't go home, I actually volunteered in the library to put books away. After a couple of years, I finally found that confidence, and I ended up being the captain of one of the sporting teams there, and kind of found my footing with athletics and a really good friend group. But it was a good couple of years where I really struggled, and I wouldn't really say that I had many friends. When I was like, I don't know, what grade, how old are you when you're grade 5? I don't know. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment below, did these assumptions and the answers, did they surprise you, or did you expect them? Let me know. Be kind, we want to keep this space positive, and of course, don't forget to check out Dossier. I did link them below. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you next time.